It's the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game here from Braintree, Massachusetts, as the New England Bombers take on the Boston Bandits. In their first season back in 2022, the New England Bombers went 0-10 in single-A play. In their second season in 2023, they fell just one place short of winning the franchise's first championship, falling to the Royal Riptide in the Maritime Conference Championship game. In 2024, the Bombers made it back to the postseason, only to fall in the quarterfinal to the Worcester Wildcats. Now here in 2025, led by former Southern New England Admirals quarterback Jeff Costa, the team finished the regular season with a 10-0 record and are coming off a blowout victory over the Mill City Eagles in the first round of the postseason. Now they'll look to win the franchise's first championship here tonight against the Boston Bandits team that they defeated twice in the regular season, including a 20-3 victory out in West Roxbury back in week number 1. They'll also look to become the second team in the NEFL here in 2025 to finish the season with the 0 losses on their record, joining the Winter Flyers, who won the North Atlantic Division Championship game last week. For more on the Boston Bandits, let's go to me on the other sideline. It's a milestone season here for the Boston Bandits here in 2025 as they commemorate 30 years of Boston Bandit football, and we'll look to have a storybook ending here tonight with a victory over the Bombers here in the Colonial Conference Championship game. However, the Bandits are 0-2 this season against the Bombers. But however, again, that's the last time the Bombers were here in Braintree. They only lost by 4 points, final score of that meeting back on August 2nd, 25-21. So they'll look to play a much better game than they played during the first two regular season meetings against the Bombers. Pull off a big upset here tonight, and the Bombers their first loss of the season, and getting a championship to end their 30th season. Now we go back up to me in the booth as we're just about ready for kickoff here for the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. New England Bombers and the Boston Bandits, right here from Braintree High School in Braintree, Massachusetts. I'm Stephen Earl. We apologize for the delay here at this Carter kickoff. Had some technical issues, but we got them figured out. Bombers won the toss in the first of the second half, so the Bandits went 3-0 on their first drive, and now Bombers starting out the ball for the first time here tonight, led by quarterback Jeff Costa. And on first down, they hand it off to Zachariah Buhulufa, first time we're calling his name this year. It'll be second down and 9. Costa throws short, pass caught, spinning away. And he's brought down almost immediately about the 28-yard line. It's about a gain of maybe 1 or 2 on that play. It'll be third down here for the Bombers. Here we go, third down here for the Bombers. Only a gain of about 2 on that play. Again, the Bombers won the toss. They defer to the second half, and the Bandits went 3 down on their first drive. After a couple incompletions by quarterback Bernard Davis. We third down here at about the 30-yard line here for the Bombers. Costa in the shotgun here. Receiver coming in motion. Costa steps up over the middle. Pass is dropped. And that was intended. Looks like number 2 there, intended receiver. Or number 7, excuse me, J.Q. Harris, the intended receiver there. So it'll be fourth downs. I know both teams have gone 3 and out on their opening possessions here to start off the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. So after the Bandits were forced to punt, now their defense forces a punt here on the Bomber offense. It'll be a 3 and out here for the Bombers on their first drive. And both teams have punted here to start off this one. That's a high snap. Drops the ball, and he's going to have to run with it now. Loses it. Bandits pick it up. And he is brought down at about the 21-yard line. So the Bandits special teams makes the first big play here. And they'll start their second drive at exit field position when we come back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Bandits officially start their second drive here at the Bomber 21-yard line after the mishap there on the punt. Bernard Davis again under the shotgun here for the Bandits. And a handoff here on first down, cutting to the outside. Break, come back inside. Shaking off tacklers, and he finds a hole at the middle, and he is in the end zone for the touchdown. Bandits strike first here in Braintree. It's 6-0 Boston. So after the mishandled punt by the Bombers, Bandits take control and get into the end zone for the first score of the game. It looks like it might be going for two here. Trying to make, oh no, here comes the kicker. Trying to make it a 7-0 game early on. Kick is up, and it is good. One play, one touchdown for the Boston Bandits, and now they're up 7-0 here over the Bombers. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 7-0 Boston on top of the Bombers here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. Another return here in a big hole. One man to beat. And what an answer for the Bombers. All the way. Touchdown, New England. No flags. And just like that, we are an extra point away from a tie game here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. What an answer for the Bombers. So right after the Bandits take control, after a mishandled snap on the punt by the Bombers on their first drive, Bombers strike back with a kickoff return touchdown. Now kicker coming on to tie this game at 7. This is for the tie. Kicks up, and it is good. Well, how about that, folks? Touchdowns on back-to-back plays to start this game. 7-0 here in the first. Bombers and Bandits. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Tied at 7 after the Bombers return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown, and that one's going to go out of bounds. So the Bandits will start at the 35-yard line. And again, we do apologize for the delay start here in the championship game. Had a couple technical issues waiting for the internet to arrive, literally. Something you could say in 2025. We didn't miss much, though, folks. Again, the Bombers won the toss the third of the second half. Bandits punted on their first drive, and we got to you right as the Bombers were in their first play. And it was a gain of maybe one on the run by Zachariah Buhalufa. So you have missed none of the action here.
They'll take it to the 45, 1st and 10.
Bombers were punting on their first drive. They mishandled the snap. Bandits picked it up and started at the 21-yard line. And on the ensuing kickoff, the Bombers returned it all the way. Again, the kickoff return there by Dre Williams. Tied the game at 7. And now the Bandits come up for their third drive. They're starting at the 44-yard line. Davis fakes, pumps, over the middle, has a man, that's Cundiff, and he can't hit him. Jaden Cundiff, who's been emerged as a star here for the Bandits here in 2025. That pass just out of his reach. It'll be 2nd and 10. Once again, ball at the 44-yard line. Exciting start to this championship game. Again, the Bombers mishandling the snap on their first offensive drive when they were trying to punt it away. Bandits recover, start at the 21-yard line, and just one play to score the first touchdown of the game. Bombers came back. With the ensuing kickoff touchdown. Tie the game at 7. That's where we stand right now here in the first quarter. So 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Bombers showing blitz here. And Davis going to hand off here on 2nd and 10, right up the middle. And he gets into Bomber territory down to about the 45-yard line.
Number 3, right up the middle, Dexter Andrews.
And now Bombers showing a little no huddle here. But now we have a whistle. Let's check the mark. Check this. Now the Bandits are moving back here. Marker reads third down, so it'll be third down short here for the Bandits. Ball is still at the Bomber 46-yard line.
3rd and 1 at the 46.
It'll be third down and 1 here for the Bandits. Trying to score for the second consecutive drive. 3rd and 1 from the 46. Bombers trying to make their first stop here on defense in this championship game. And Davis throws off his back foot. The pass is caught here near the 35-yard line. Number 11 with the catch there. Bombers sideline trying to say it's an incomplete pass.
That's Davis.
Keon Davis with the catch. And they're going to say it is a catch. See the Bombers down near the 35, so that is a completed pass. Once again, Davis to Davis. Bernard Davis to Keon Davis.
1st and 10 to 35.
So first down for the Bandits. That was a gain of 11 there on 3rd down and 1. It was once again in the shotgun. And Davis fakes. Steps up, rolling out, pressure, gets away from the sack. Throws across his body, the pass is caught. Down inside the 20. And once again, it looks like, actually now it's number 12 with the catch. That is Jesse Round Jr.
Jesse Round.
So another drive here for the Bandits, driving quite nicely.
Jesse Round with the catch.
And it's first down for the Bandits. Officially ball. Now they're moving it back to the 20. They had it at about the 18-yard line. 9:33 and counting left first quarter. We are tied at 7 here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. It's another first down for the Bandits. Ball again at the 20-yard line. Technically the first time the Bandits are in the red zone. Last time they had it, they started at the 21, just outside the red zone. And Davis will hand off. And maybe a gain of 1 on that carry.
Number 15. North Canada.
Now under 9 minutes left first quarter. Still tied at 7. Been an exciting start to this one. We're glad we got it all on camera. Of course, we unfortunately missed the first drive. A few technical difficulties. But again, you didn't miss anything, folks. Bombers won the toss. The first of the second half. Bandits punted on their first drive. And we got you the action as soon as the Bombers ran their first play. It was a 1-yard gain by Zachariah Buhulufa. Last time we saw Buhulufa in a championship game was in 2023. He had 2 touchdowns in the Maritime Conference Championship game against the Rhode Island Riptide. Fortunately, Bombers fell just short. 41-38 was the final of that one out in West Roxbury. 2nd and 10 officially. Ball still at the 20-yard line, so no gain on that carry there. And Davis is going to hand off again here on first down. And he is tripped up again right at the 20. So the Bomber defense, doing their thing here. Bring up 3rd down and 10. Ball remains at the 20-yard line. Looks like Roy Willis, his helmet came off there, so he has to come off for at least one play. Again, it'll be 3rd down and 10. Ball is still at the 20-yard line. And we have a timeout by the Bombers. First timeout here in the championship game, so we'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Bombers take the first time out here in the championship game. We are tied at 7 here with 7:45 left to the first quarter. 3rd down and 10 for the Bandits at the 20-yard line. Two running backs in the backfield. Davis in shotgun. Davis fakes. Pumps, throws over the middle, and the pass is again out of reach. And that is going again to Davis. Keon Davis cannot come up with that catch. So the Bomber defense makes the stop. And now the question is, do the Bandits go for it here on 4th down and 10? 2 runs and an incomplete pass, get no yards. Can't tell too often up here with the light shining bright here at Braintree High School, but it looks like the offense is staying out there, and that indeed is the case, folks. The Bandits are going for it on 4th and 10 here from the 20-yard line. 7:34 and counting here in the first quarter. In the 2025 New England Football League Championship game. The Colonial Conference Championship game, pardon me. I want to congratulate the Rhode Island Riptide. And the Windsor Flyers winning the Maritime and the North Atlantic Division Championships respectively and over the last week. Those two championship games were played last weekend. Riptide defeated the New England County Silverbacks 28 to donut. Where the Flyers defeated the Hitmen 28-14 for their third victory over the Hitmen this season. 4th down and 10. Bandits going for it at the 20-yard line. Davis steps up. Over the middle. Pass is tipped in. Almost intercepted. So the Bomber defense makes their first stop in the game, and their offense coming out to try and take the lead for the first time tonight with 6:43 left here in the first. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Looks like we had some type of timeout before this snap, so back to the action. Handoff here to Buhalufa. The big man, you already know what he can do, and he gets it down to the 30-yard line, so it should be enough for a Bomber first down. And they put it up to 31, so that was a gain of 11. Now the Bombers using a little no-huddle here. Costa hands off here again to Buhalufa, right up the middle, and Buhalufa gets about 7 yards on first down. So I kind of mentioned in the intro, folks, this is the 4th year of the New England Bombers, and I mentioned this as well. We'll get to that in a moment. We'll get to the story of the Bombers here. High snap, Bomber. Costa hands off here to Buhalufa right at the middle, and there he goes. Zachariah Buhalufa, one man to beat. Dragging him with the man down to the 10-yard line. Zachariah Buhalufa, another huge run. And now we hear a whistle, but I don't see a flag anywhere. Buhalufa comes to the sideline celebrating with his team. And it looks like we have another timeout, so we'll be right back right here on YouTube. So it should be, let's see where the marker, they put the ball. Scoreboard is 37-yard line. We know that's not true. Here's a handoff here on first down, cutting inside. That looks like Tony, excuse me, let me get the name here, number 22. I'll wait for the name here. My roster is not below me at this point. It is on the other side of me. And that's Josh Hurstfield. So there you go, number 32, Josh Hurstfield, who scored the game-clinching touchdown the last time these two teams met on August 2nd to clinch the #1 seed for the Bombers. And a 27-15 victory. No, excuse me, it was 26-21 because the Bandits scored late when they were able to get the ball back. So once again, it is Hurstfield to the backfield here on second down. Costa is in the shotgun. Make a hand off here to Hurstfield. We have a whistle before the snap. And Costa's like, what's going on here? And it looks like it's going to be a false start. You see the Bombers backing themselves up here, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Back them up here. Again, before the snap. So I was mentioning this before we had that big run by Buhalufa. This is the 4th year in Bomber history. In their first season in 2022, they went 0-10 in Maritime Conference play. In year 2, they went to the championship game in Maritime Conference play, falling to the Riptide. Year 3, they went back to the playoffs, fell in the first round to the Wildcats. And now here they are in AAA trying to win a championship. Pass here is caught. And here is Williams who got the kick return for a touchdown. And he is wrapped up there. And it looks like he got down to about the 12-yard line. So he actually lost a couple yards there. So it'll be 3rd down and long here coming up. Here for the Bombers. So Bandits now trying to make a stop here inside the red zone.
3rd and goal.
3rd down and 11 officially, what they say. So 3rd and goal from the 11 is what the scoreboard says here at Braintree High School. So we're going to go with that. And Buhalufa's in the backfield here on 3rd and goal from the 11. And Bombers taking their 2nd time out here in the first quarter. So we'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 3rd down and goal from the 11. Bombers 1 time on the left. Costa fakes. Pressure rolling out. Trying to get away. Now he's going to throw. Pass is caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Bombers take their first lead of the game. Score is now 13-7. Once again, it's J.Q. Harris, his second catch, his first touchdown. And the Bombers are back on top, or they're on top for the first time here tonight. Now coming off the extra point, trying to make it a 7-point game. Kick is up, and it's blocked. And the Bandits are going to return this at the goal line, and he has plenty of room going on the sideline. Here he goes. Oh, my goodness. Is he going to return this one all the way? He might. And he is going all the way back for the 2-point conversion. Wow. The extra point was blocked, and number 47 for the Bandits returns it all the way. So instead of a 13-7 game, 14-7 game is now 13-9. And this game continues to be one for the ages here. And we still have 4:05 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. We're here on YouTube and on the live stream. 13-9. New England Bombers have their first lead of the night over the Boston Bandits. And once again, kickoff goes out of bounds. That is, I believe, at least the second kickoff that has gone out of bounds here tonight. So the Bandits will once again start from their own 40-yard line. .405 still left in this first quarter. A long first quarter here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. But hey, it's been a lot of action. Of course, you know, you saw it already, folks. One play touchdown drive for the Boston Bandits, take a 7-0 lead. Bombers returned the Tsui kickoff for a touchdown. They just took the lead. And then the extra point was blocked and returned by Nate DeRulis to make it a 13-9 game and a handoff here on first down. Gain of a couple. So again, a very action-packed first quarter here in the New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. Apologize for the camera work as far as that blocked extra point return all the way for two. How that's going to turn out. But again, 13-9 is your score right now. Bombers on top of the Bandits. And Davis fakes throws. Short pass caught. Here's Jesse Round, his first catch. And he gets to about the 40-yard line.
Jesse Round, 3rd and 4.
So it'll bring up third down here for the Bandits. The Bombers trying to make another stop here on defense. We're about to hit the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. Been very exciting, action-packed first quarter. Can't wait to see what the next 3 quarters bring us here at Braintree to wrap up the 2025 New England Football League season. Third down at the 40-yard line. Davis throws, short passes, caught. Looks like number 16, and he falls down inside Bomber territory, about the 47. Now let's see if that's enough for a first down, and it is. Looks like it is enough for a Bandit first down. And they're going to run that clock. See the ref waving his arm to circular motion. So first down. Ball's officially at the 47-yard line. Bandits converting on that third down. And Davis is going to hand off here on first down, and he will get to about the 45-yard line, gain of about 2. 1:49 left first quarter. 13-9 is your score. The Bombers lead the Bandits. Bandits scored first after the Bombers were trying to punt on their first drive. Mishandled the snap. And on one play, they scored a 21-yard rushing touchdown to take a 7-0 lead. Bombers came back with the next 13 points, including returning the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown to tie the game at 7. And on their next drive, Costa threw a touchdown to Harris. The extra point was blocked by DeRolis. Returned for 2 points. So now, 13-9 is your score. We're at the final minute here in the first quarter. Second down at about 8. Davis fakes, rolling out. And he's going to take off, and he will get out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. There should be another third down coming up here for the Bandits. Clock continuing to run here despite Davis going out of bounds. And it's going to be third down here. We do have to get at least one more play off here before the end of the first quarter. 30 seconds left in the quarter, but the play clock got down there at 15 at this point. Unless the Bandits, maybe the refs will let them just run this all the way down to triple zeros here. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen here. We're going to head to the second quarter. What a game this has been thus far. 13-9. New England Bombers lead the Boston Bandits after 1. We'll be right back for the second quarter. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Start of the second quarter, everybody. 13-9. The New England Bombers lead the Boston Bandits here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. We're here at Braintree High School in Braintree, Massachusetts. It's third down and 4 for the Bandits at the Bomber 43. Davis pumps, chucking it down the field. The pass is knocked away. Knocked away by number. Looks like number. I couldn't see what the number was. Look, it was number 16, but I'll get a confirmation here in a moment. But again, the Bombers' defense making a stop here. And it looks like for the first time we're going to see a punt. Saw no punts in that first quarter. Both teams going for it on fourth down if they had the chance to. And a whistle here, but it doesn't look like it's just going to respot the ball here or something. And they're going to move it up a couple yards. Oh, first punt of the game by way of the Boston Bandits. Oh, pardon me, that's not true. It's the second punt. The Bandits punted on their first drive. Again, didn't miss much. And they're taking a sweet time with this one. They do punt it. It's a nice punt. And this one is going to take a bounce. And now will be picked up by Stanley Prophet. And he is brought down about the 11, 12-yard line. And that's where the Bombers will come back out with a 13-9 lead when we come back as we start the second quarter here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. First down handoff here. It looks like Buhalufa takes the carry there. And he gets down to about the 13-yard line, gain of 2. Look at the Bombers come into the game. They are 11-0 on this season. And, oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, Zachariah Buhalufa is down and not getting up. We will be right back. So I had to correct myself, folks. It was not Buhalufa who was down. We'll get to the moment. Costa steps up over the middle, and the pass is caught at the 30-yard line. Can't see who made the catch from up here, but it is a first down for the Bombers. And that's a big play there again. Oh, I want to correct myself, folks. Buhalufa was not the man that went down. It was one of the offensive linemen, number 77. So a sigh of relief for Bomber fans here in Braintree or even watching the live stream. Buhalufa was not the man down. So he is still in the game. And the pass complete there are about 17 yards at the first half of the Bombers. 13-9. 13-29 left in the first half. Bombers on top of the Bandits. A reminder, folks, the Bombers only have one timeout left with 13.5 left in the first half. So they're going to have to use their time here pretty carefully. And there's Buhalufa in the backfield here on first down. They're going to hand it off to him. Breaking off one tackle, and he is brought down about the 31, gain of 2. So again, the Bombers come into the Bombers come into the championship game with an 11-0 record. They went 10-0 in the regular season and blew out the Mill City Eagles in the first round of the postseason. Bandits finished their 30th season, 8-2 in the regular season, and defeated the Cobras for the third time in West Roxbury in the first round of their playoff game. And those two losses came to this same team they're trying to beat here tonight. Bombers defeated the Bandits 20-3 week number 1 back on June 14th in West Roxbury. And they kept it close last time. These two teams played here on August 2nd. Final score that was then 26-21. Handoff here. Here's Hirschland. Josh Hirschland gets to about the 34, gain of 3. It's going to be third down here for the Bombers. Again, if you're just joining us, we do apologize for the delay start. Had to get our technical difficulties all sorted out. And again, you didn't miss much. Bombers won the toss, defer to the second half. Bandits punted on their first drive. Bombers went to punt on their first drive. A mishandled snap gave the Bandits the ball at the Bomber 21-yard line. They score on the very first play. Bombers return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown. On their next drive, Costa found Harris for a touchdown. Extra point was blocked. Return for 2 points. And we are at 13-9 with 11:52 left in the half. And there's your recap. Costa pumps, throws, passes, caught. And a nice catch there, first down. And number 19 there with the catch. And he gets to about the 49-yard line. Catch made there. There is the guy we have not mentioned yet. That is Damon Thomas Berlin. I call him DTB. Last time we saw these two teams play, he had 3 touchdowns in that 26-21 victory over the Bandits. That's his first catch here in the championship game. They pushed the ball at the 48. So that was about a 15-yard pass play there. That'll be first down for the Bombers at the, looks like about the 48. And handoff here to Buhulufa right up the middle. Breaking off one tackle, going into Bandit territory. Ball comes out. And the Bandits have it.
Bandit possession.
A promising drive for the Bombers. Stalled on the fumble by Zachariah Buhulufa. Bandit defense coming away with a turnover. And their offense coming back out, down 13-9 with 10:54 left in the half. When we come back, you're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. So after the fumble, the Bandits will start at their own 44-yard line. Davis, the delay handoff here on first down. And he will get to the Bomber 48-yard line. Gain of about 8 there.
Number 3 with a carry.
So 2 miscues here for the Bombers. You got the block extra point, return for 2 points, making it a 13-9 game. And that fumble there by Buhulufa, that's a rare fumble, by the way, for Zachariah Buhulufa. Bandits defense coming away with the first turnover of the game. And as the saying goes, folks, defense wins championships. Davis throws to the sideline, passes, caught. Can't tell who made that catch, but he's trying to break away, and he's going to try to fly, and he's going to fall down at about the 46-yard line. So, be third down coming up here, I do believe. Let's check the marker. Marker is second down right now. They're going to flip it, and now he's fourth down. The announcer says they're moving the chains here. And let's see. From here, it says the marker reads fourth down.
That's where they ride the ball. It's 1st and 10.
So they call it a first down for the Bandits. I didn't think it was. I thought it was the marker at second down. They were at fourth down. Never reached first down. We're all over the place here, folks. We know the Bandits have the ball at the Bomber 46. Davis pumps, throws, passes, caught. They're on their sideline at about the 40, and he's going to be brought out of bounds. You're about the 38. And that is Kevon Davis' second catch. Into 6, 9, 12 and counting here in the first half. Bandits trying to retake the lead here. They scored first in this championship game. Bombers, scored the next 13 points. Second down here at the 40. Davis pops, going on the sideline, has a man, and he overthrew him. And once again, it looks like it was Jaden Cundiff That's his second target. We do have a flag down. And that flag is in the secondary, way near about the 15-yard line. This one's going to be on the Bombers. Not sure if they're going to get a pass interference here. You had two defenders there on Cundiff, so I'm not sure if we're going to get a PI, but we might get some type of holding here against the Bombers. Let's check the marker here. Marker's way back near the 15-yard line. Officials going to discuss, and here it is. It is a defensive hold against the Bombers. So again, that flag in the secondary was a hold against the Bombers, so it will be a first down for the Bandits. 5 yards, automatic first. Ball is now at the 35-yard line. Clock now stopped with 8:36 left in the first half. 13-9. The Bombers on top of the Bandits. Here on a chilly night here at Braintree High School in Braintree, Massachusetts. Bandit defense forced a fumble on Zachariah Buhulufa, and that's why they had the ball now, trying to retake the lead. 4 receiver set here for the Bandits. First down after the holding penalty against the Bomber defense. Davis. Pressure. Oh, no, actually the handoff here on first down, and he will get to about the 32-yard line, gain of 3. It looked like Davis had faked the handoff there. That is carry there. It's number 50. That was the tackle made by number 50, Michael Garcia. 13-9. Bombers still on top of the Bandits with 7:47 left in the first half. Again, the Bombers won the toss. They defer to the second half, so they get the ball coming out of halftime. So if their defense can make a stop here, it would be a victory for them. And remember, they only have one timeout, so if the Bandits score on this drive, the Bombers going to have their work cut out for them with just one timeout. They will have the 2-minute warning as well. But again, you're going to have the work cut out for them here at the end of the half. 2nd and 8, ball at the 33. And Davis fakes this time. Pops chucking it down the sideline. Has a man wide open. Touchdown, Boston! Bandits retake the lead. Score is now 15-13. Again, can't see who scored that touchdown, but it does look like the man we think it's going to be. It is Jalen Cundiff. So after 2 targets, no catches, Jalen Cundiff scoring on a 33-yard bomb from Bernard Davis. And the Bandits are back on top, 15-13. Now coming off of the extra point, trying to make this a 3-point game. See, the Bombers can return the favor here and block this extra point to return for 2 themselves. Kick is up, and it is low, but it is good. Bernard Davis to Jalen Cundiff for a 33-yard touchdown, and the Bandits have a 16-13 lead over the Bombers with 7:12 left in the half. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 16-13. Bandits have the lead, and here come the Bombers. Profit jumping over guys. Excuse me, that's number 11 with the carry. Look at number 1. And he jumps over guys and gets the ball down to the 40-yard line. And the return there by Dre Williams, who had the ensuing kickoff touchdown to tie the game at 7. So Bombers now, again, they have 7:04. Plenty of time there in the first half, and as they put the ball officially at the 42-yard line. Plenty of time here, but again, 1 timeout remaining here in the first half. They took 2 of their first timeouts, I believe, in that first quarter. So we'll see what they can do here on this next drive. Again, Zachariah Bulufa fumbling the ball away. Bandits recover, and they capitalize on a 33-yard touchdown pass from Bernard Davis to Jaden Cundiff. Bandits have the 16-13 lead now with 7:04 left in the half. First down for the Bombers. Costa's going to hit off here as Buhulufa. And Bulufa breaking away, and he will get into Bandit territory down to the 45, and now he's celebrating. Another big run by the big man. That's a gain of about 13 yards. First down for the Bombers at the Bandit 45. Six and a half left first half, 16-13. Bandits on top. Another handoff here. Bulufa cutting to the outside. Trying to come back inside, and the Bandits are there to make the stop. Wrapped up first, stopping up first as he goes down. And no flag for any type of late hit. Bulufa went down after he was out of bounds, and no flags for a late hit. A little scuffle here between the two teams. Again, Jalen Cundiff was the first one to wrap him up. Cundiff coming off that touchdown catch. Playing a little defense here for the Bandits, trying to help them win their championship, in their 30th season. And everybody's rushing here. I'm not exactly sure why. Bandits are now they're listening. They're looking for the ball. Not sure why it took so long for them to look for that ball, but they found the ball. And that ball is now at the 43-yard line. Second down here for the Bandits. Handoff here again. Now it's Hirschland in there. Hirschland cut up the middle, breaking away from tackles, then down to about the 37-yard line. That's about a 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 5 here for the Bombers. Excuse me. Again, I keep getting that mixed up. 5:39 left in the first half. 16-13. The Bandits have a lead over the New England Bombers. Bombers trying to get their first. Bombers trying to win the championship and complete the perfect season here. They come into this game with 11-0 record. 3rd down at about 5 here for the Bombers. Again, keep messing that up. Hand off here to Hirschland. Hirschland trying to cut outside. Now come back inside. Hirschland's going to have enough for a first down. Gets inside the 30. And now a whistle. We have one of the Bandits down, so we will step aside. So first down here, handoff here to Bulufa, and he will get just a couple yards on that carry. Again, so the player that went down for the Bandits, he was able to get up under his own power and walk off the field. That was a good sign to see. And then with just one timeout left, the Bombers try to get something going here, trying to retake the lead as they get the ball to start the second half. So if they can score here with 4:36 left and counting, and if their defense can hold toward the end of the half, they'll have a chance to extend their lead heading into the third quarter. Here, heard of Bulufa. Bulufa up the middle, dragging guys down near the 10-yard line.
Number 0, first down.
This ball is at about the 9-yard line. It'll be first down and goal, I do believe.
First and goal at the 7.
And I'm going to say here, the PA announcer saying first and goal at the 7-yard line. And we have a timeout by the Bandits, so we'll be right back. 4:02 left in the half. So it is officially first and goal at the 9-yard line. Bombers trying to retake the lead, down 16-13, 4:01 left in the half. Handoff here to Bulufa. Bulufa at the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Bombers! And Zachariah Bulufa redeems himself after fumbling on the last drive, scoring the touchdown to give the Bombers the lead right back. It is now 19-16. .355 left here in the first half. And now, let's see. Wait for... Looks like the kicker's not even ready yet for the Bombers. Bombers are going for the extra point here, trying to make a 2016 game. And they're calling... And no, I mean, it looks like a little talk in there between the two teams. And this is the third time they're meeting. Bombers have won both of the regular season meetings. 20-3 was the final score in their week 1 meeting in West Roxbury. And they met again here on August 2nd. The final score of that one was 26-21. Bandits scoring a garbage time touchdown and unable to get the ball back in the end. The kicker is now on there for the Bombers, trying to make this a 4-point game with 3:55 left in the half. Kick is up, and it is good. Zachariah Bulufa with the 9-yard touchdown, redeeming himself after the fumble and giving the Bombers the 20-16 lead with 3:55 left in the half. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 2016. New England Bombers lead the Boston Bandits, and for the third or fourth time here tonight, kickoff goes out of bounds, and once again, we'll see the ball come out to about the 35-yard line. Been a hell of a game thus far, folks. If you're just tuning in, where have you been? It all started off with the Bombers punting on their first possession, losing the snap on the fumble. Bandits pick it up, score on the first play, a 21-yard rushing touchdown. Dre Williams returning the ensuing kickoff for the touchdown for the Bombers to tie the game at 7. On the second Bomber drive, it was Costa finding Harris to give the Bombers a 13-9 lead. The ensuing extra point was blocked, returned by Nate DeRalos for a 2-point conversion, made it 13-9. On the Bandits' next drive, Bernard Davis found his favorite target, Jalen Cunda, for a 33-yard touchdown to make it a 16-13 game. And you just missed it moments ago. Zachariah Buolufa redeeming himself after fumbling, scoring a 9-yard touchdown. And we are now at a 2016 game, 30-55 left here in the first half. And the fourth kickoff going out of bounds means the Bandits start at the 40-yard line, trying to retake the lead for the end of the half. They have all 3 timeouts. Davis is going to hand off here on the delay. And a nice tackle there. Can't see who it was. Let's see if we can get number 55 there on the tackle there for the Bombers, wrapping up the running back in the backfield. For a short gain, that is. That is Denarius Campbell. Denarius Campbell wrapping up the running back after a short gain there. Actually, wrapping up the backfield. I was right the first time. Back to the 39-yard line, so loss of 1. Clock continues to run. 3.5 left first half. 20-16 Bombers on top of the Bandits. Bandits have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, so they can take their time here, but they got to make sure they use their time right. They want to take the lead into the locker room, because once again the Bombers get the ball to start the second half. 2nd and 11 here. Ball back at the 39-yard line. Davis steps up. Going deep, has a man wide open, and the pass is overthrown. Once again, it's Cunda, the third time that these two have not been able to hook up. So it is going to be 3rd down and 11 here with 2:55 left here in the first half. It's going to be a big 3rd down here for both sides now. And if the Bomber defense can make a stop here, they can have a chance to extend their lead before halftime. Bandits trying to retake the lead before halftime. They have 2 timeouts. Actually, have 2 timeouts. They do apologize, folks. I said 3. They have 2 left. It'll be 3rd down and 11 coming up here, so a big play here for both sides. Bandits trying to stay alive, trying to retake the lead here in the final minutes. Bomber defense trying to make a stop here, get their offense the ball back. Bombers only have 1 timeout left. 3rd and 11 from the 39-yard line. And a false start. Jesse Round was the man that jumped. So it's going to be 3rd down and, well, we'll call it. You guys love hearing this. 3rd down in a minivan. Especially 3rd down at 16. Coming up here for the Bandits. So now, little challenge coming up here for the Bandit offense. Down by 4 with 2:55 left. Facing a 3rd down and 16. Back at the 34-yard line. So they have really much have to get to midfield for a 1st down right here. So again, while Jalen Cunda and Bernard Davis have hooked up for a touchdown here for the Bandits, they missed on 3 passes as well. 3 overthrown passes. 2 of them looked like they were going for touchdowns. 3rd down in a minivan. Davis, pressure, throws the screen, pass is caught, breaking away, and he is down at the 40. So the Bomber defense does get the stop here, and they don't want to afford to take that last time out yet. They'll let the clock run here as much as they pretty much can. And for the 3rd time tonight, the Bandits are going to punt the ball away. So now the Bombers, 1 timeout. They're going to have the 2-minute warning as well. Unless they run this down here to the 2-minute warning. Let's see what they do. We get the punt off for the 2-minute warning. And it looks like, I'm not sure, down to 2:06. And that will be the 2-minute warning. So the Bandits will punt it away when we come back right here on YouTube. 2-minute warning here in Braintree, the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. And a fair catch is called at about the 29-yard line. So with one timeout, 1:52 left here in the first half, the Bomber offense back out, trying to extend on their lead. And remember, folks, they get the ball to start the second half. So this is what I call the danger zone here for the Bandits. They need to make a stop here, or the Bombers could be looking at that championship trophy after their first drive of the third quarter. Ball officially placed at the 30-yard line. And again, folks, this is dire situation here for the Bandits. They need to make a stop here. So if the Bombers score, they take a 27-16 lead into the locker room. They have the ball to start the second half. They could go up 3 scores to start the third quarter. Have a big hole to start the second half. Costa throws, short pass caught by Richland. Josh Hirschland loses the football. Ball's on the ground. The Bandits have it. It's still on the ground. The Bandits had it initially. Still on the ground. Nobody has it yet. A pile up near the 30-yard line. Let's see who they give it to. I do believe the Bandits have it.
We're looking for a direction.
Hirschland had that ball ripped out of his hands. And it is Bandit football. What a break for the Boston Bandits. Wow. With 1:36 left, they have a chance to retake the lead before halftime. What a play by the Bandit defense. Just when you think the Bombers would be going down the field trying to extend on their lead, the second fumble here by the Bomber offense. So the Bandits start with the ball at the Bomber 30-yard line at a 4-point game. Davis changing the play at the line here. Clock stopping now, 1:33 left. First down. Bandits have the ball at the Bomber 30. Davis throws to the side. That ball was tipped and innocently hits the ground. Incomplete. So Bomber defense says, well, you can do, I can do a little better. And we have a whistle here. 1:29 left in the half. So 2 fumbles here by the Bomber offense. First one led to a touchdown. Davis finding Cundiff. And that the Bandits took the 16-13 lead. Can they make it 14 points off of 2 turnovers here? We're about to find out. Second down and 10 coming up here from the 30-yard line. 1:29 left in the half. Bandits still have 2 timeouts. Davis hands off here on second down, and the Bomber defense wrapping him up in the backfield. That's a loss of 1 on that play.
Number 4.
Carry there by number 4 is Nate Isom.
Third down.
We're going to run that clock here. Bandits not taking either of those 2 timeouts as we've reached the final minute here in the first half. 2016, the Bombers are on top, but they just gave the ball away when they had a chance to extend on their lead here at the end of the half. A screenplay going to Josh Hirschfield. Ripped out of his hands, and after a big fight for the football, Bandits do come away with it now, trying to retake the lead heading into halftime. And Bombers get the ball to start the second half. So if the Bomber defense can make a stop here, be a big win for them. Third down and 11 at the 31. Davis steps up. We're going to take off. And Davis is going to have a first down. Dives to the 20-yard line. And he is right at that first down marker.
For a first down.
And now they're using a no huddle again. They still have 2 timeouts. They're not using them yet. 20 seconds left in the half. Davis steps up again, chucking it up top, and the pass is incomplete, overthrown. And he was sandwiched between 2 defenders. Clock stopped with 13 seconds left. Again, this will be a big stop here for the Bomber defense. They get the ball to start the second half, and they'll have to lead if they can make the stop here. Down by 4. And it's actually now it's second now. Yes, that's second down. Of course, you had the first down run there by Davis. He got 11 on that 3rd down and 10 play. And now we have 2nd and 10 after the pass was overthrown. Now about the 5-yard line. "13 seconds left here in this first half. Bombers lead at 20-16. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Davis. Rose passes over the head of Kevon Davis. 3rd down coming up. 7 seconds left.
Bring up 3rd down.
So this could be potentially the last play of the half here. See the Bandits get one more playoff here before they decide to maybe go for a field goal here. Try to make it a 1-point game at the end of the half. We will see what they decide to do here again. They still have 2 timeouts. They haven't used either of them. Bombers with a 20-16 lead. 7 seconds left here in the first half. 3rd down at the 20-yard line after 2 incompletions by Bernard Davis. Again, Bandits trying to convert yet another fumble by the Bomber offense. 3rd down and 10 from the 20. Davis steps up, chucking it to the end zone. Has a man. The pass is incomplete. 1 second left. Now the question is, do the Bandits go for the end zone here before the end of the half, or do they go for the field goal and make it a 1-point game? Decision time here for the Bandit coaching staff.
4th down. 1 second and a half. I don't know about you. This might be the best football game I've seen all season.
And it looks like the Bandits still can't tell if their offense is out there or if their field goal unit is out there.
16.
The Bombers still have 1 timeout. They can take one too and have their defense talk it over. They do have an official. You see him right there standing on the sideline. And they're going to go for a 4th down. 1 second left. So this is the final play of the half, folks. See what they can do here. Davis rolling out pressure, and down he goes. Bomber defense with a big victory here at the end of the half. And they'll take a 20-16 lead into the locker room. We'll be right back for the second half. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Start of the second half, everybody. The New England Bombers lead the Boston Bandits 20-16, and this one will be rolling to about the 29-yard line. And he'll be brought down about the 38-yard line, so about a gain of 9 on that kickoff return. Again, the Bombers lead the New England Bombers lead the Boston Bandits 20-16 as we start the second half of the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game here from Braintree, Massachusetts. Bombers coming to this game with an 11-0 record, 10-0 during the regular season. And a blowout victory over the Mill City Eagles in the first round of the postseason. Bandits come in with 2 losses on their season, both of them coming by way of the Bombers. Leading the Bombers here on offense once again is quarterback Jeff Costa, who led the league in passing yards, passing touchdowns, basically every passing category you could think of. And off our first down to Zachariah Buhulufa, who had a fumble but also a touchdown in that first half. And he'll get about a gain of 1 on that pass play. So again, the killer there for the Bomber offense was the 2 fumbles, one by Zachariah Buhulufa that led to a touchdown for the Bandits. And on the last offensive drive for the Bombers in that first half, almost led to another touchdown, but the Bomber defense was able to make the stop, forcing a sack on Bernard Davis as the clock ran out. And so the Bombers now with a chance to extend on their lead here once again as Buhulufa, and you saw the frustration there with Costa. He clapped his hands and was like, oh, man. So Costa was a little frustrated there. Buhulufa didn't cut it back to the outside. He went back inside, and he was ran into by a wall of Bandits. Well, now back at the 39-yard line. So no gain on that run. It's going to be third down here for the Bombers. 20-16, trying to extend their lead as we start this second half here at Braintree High School in Braintree, Massachusetts. Here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. That looks like Josh Hirschland, who had the second fumble at the end of the half in this backfield. Third down, Costa steps up, chucking it deep down the field, has a man, and the pass is underthrown. But a flag is coming out. That's going to be pass interference against the Bandits. And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. I do believe that's the way the New England Football League runs it. They don't do NFL. They don't do spot rules here in the NEFL. They do the 15-yard penalty. Or do they do the spot foul? It looks like they're moving the ball all the way down. Let's see where they place the football. It looks like they're doing a... Oh, no, they're going back. So it is going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's not a spot foul like it is in the NFL. By NCAA rules as far as that goes. It's a 15-yard penalty. It's an automatic first down for the Bombers. And that's a killer penalty for the Bandits because that was a third down stop there by the Bandit defense. With a 15-yard pass interference penalty, makes it a first down for the Bombers, and they put the ball officially at the 39-yard line. 20-16 Steelers scored. The New England Bombers lead the Boston Bandits here in the 2025, excuse me, folks. I was about to say 2023. The 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. And now officials getting together to discuss something here with Greg Townsend, owner of the New England Bombers. So we'll step aside for just a moment. So after discussion here, they moved the ball back to the Bandit 46-yard line. Again, it was only a 15-yard penalty. So I wasn't really sure where they're placing the football way deep into Bandit territory there. But now we have Buhulu in the backfield and a handoff here to Buhulu. Actually, excuse me, that's Hirschfield again. Taking a carry, and he only gets about 2 yards on that carry. So again, you had to hit that penalty. Once again, it's a killer for the Bandit defense because they had made the stop there on third down. The pass by Costa was well underthrown. But they get the 15-yard penalty. A first down for the Bombers. Ball now at the 45-yard line. Second down and 9. And Buhulufa is back there in the backfield once again. I do believe it looks like Buhulufa. And Costa is in the shotgun and handoff here. And there's actually Hirschfield again. Hirschfield at the middle. And Hirschfield down to the 35-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Bombers. That's run there by Josh Hirschfield. Trying to redeem himself after fumbling on the last offensive drive of that first half.
First and 10 on the 34.
And another run here on first down. Gets near the 30-yard line. So again, a lot on the line here for both teams. Bombers trying to become the second team to finish a perfect season here in the NEFL in 2025. We already saw the Windsor Flyers do that last week as they defeated the Haverhill Hitmen in the North Atlantic Division Championship game, 28-14 at a PAL field in New Britain, Connecticut. Bandits playing in their 30th season, trying to win another championship. Play spoiler here tonight. And here's Buhulufa breaking off one tackle, kind of to the outside. There goes Buhulufa down inside to about the 20-yard line. And that should be it. That is another first down here for the Bombers. Ball is at the 20 at a gain of 11.
That's good enough for a first down. That's Zach Buhulufa, number 0.
Bombers using that powerful run game. That has helped them and also hurt them in this game. Of course, both running backs responsible for the 2 fumbles here by the Bomber offense. Or Buhulufa does have a rushing touchdown in this game. And off here to Hirschfield. Hirschfield unable to break a tackle there. And he gets a couple yards on that carry. 20-16, the Bombers to lead the Bandits. 10:41 counting left, third quarter. Bombers trying to extend on their lead here in the third quarter. And now a whistle. We have a Bandit down and 1 knee. Official timeout. We'll be right back. So second and 8, the 18, 9:55 left, third quarter. Hand off here to Buhulufa, cut it to the outside, needs a block. And flag is down. This one's coming back. Buhulufa breaking tackles. Going toward the goal line, down inside the 5, but this one's coming back. And be a hold here against the Bombers. But another nice run there by Buhulufa. He gets inside the 5-yard line. And you see the Bombers backing themselves up here. It's going to be a hold against the Bombers.
That's a hold on the Bombers. So bring it back.
It'll be second down and 18 here, back at the 28-yard line. We have some substitutions here for the Bombers. The Bombers had a chance to extend on their lead at the end of the half. Unfortunately, a screen pass was caught by Hirschfield, ripped out of his hands. Bandits recovered after a big pileup, and they were unable to convert and to retake the lead. Now they're shifting the ball a little bit. Officially second and 15. Costa pressure, and down he goes. First sack of the night for the Bandit defense. And that is Alvin Edwards with the sack there for the Bandits, and it's going to be third down and long here for the Bombers. Again, trying to re-extend on their lead here. This first drive already taken up 6 minutes here in this third quarter.
That's pretty good, man.
Third down and 15 here, back at the 35-yard line. Costa steps up, pressure again, and once again, down he goes. Back-to-back sacks for the Bandit defense, and they force the fourth down. Let's see what the Bombers side do here. Costa's still on the field. It looks like the Bombers, might be going for it here. It's fourth down and forever. Ball is way back at the 38-yard line. Well, it's fourth down about 28. And that's exactly what's happening here. The Bombers are going for it. Fourth down and 28. Way back at the 38-yard line. 8:15 left in the third. Holding on to a 20-16 lead. Costa steps up. Shucking it deep to the end zone. Has a man. And the pass is tipped and intercepted. The third turnover for the Bandit defense comes on a fourth down and 28. And the Bandits getting the ball back, down by 4 when we come back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 3 turnovers for the Bandit defense, still down by 4, 8:09 left in the third. They start the ball at the 20 after the pick in the end zone. And Davis will hand off here on first down. Got some tackles, getting inside the 30. And a nice gain there on the first play. So that is 3 turnovers by the Bomber offense, 2 fumbles, and that interception in the end zone. And as the saying goes, folks, defense wins championships, but the way this game has gone, the game might be decided by who wins on offense here, who scores the last touchdown of the game. Another handoff here on second down, and the Bomber defense able to make the stop here at the 30-yard line. So it should be third down here coming up for the Bandits. Bombers have done their job on defense, but their offense is giving the ball back to the Bandits 3 times already in this game. Maybe third down and 1 here. They're calling it at the 30-yard line. And now they say it's first down at the 30-yard line. So we've reached the latter half of this third quarter. 7.5 left. Still a 20-16 game. This game has seen everything here tonight. Kickoff return touchdown, a block extra point for a 2-point conversion. 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and an interception in the end zone. What else could you ask for in a championship game? And it's a 4-point game. Looks like heading into the final round of a Family Feud. It's anybody's game. Davis throws to the sideline, pass is caught. And that's caught by Jay Cundiff, his second catch. Looked like he was going for a deeper receiver, though. There was 2 guys there on the sideline. But Cundiff coming away with that catch. About halfway where they need to be. So they play football, actually. But the 32-yard line, so it was only about a gain of 2. Again, Jay Cundiff, surprisingly, that's only his second catch. Him and Bert Davis have missed on 3 other opportunities. 2 of them which would have been touchdowns on deep passes. They were just overthrown. But Cundiff has since redeemed himself. He does have a touchdown in this game. That was the last touchdown we saw from the Bandits so far here tonight. So second down here, about 8 from the 33. Davis hands off here. And breaking off tackles down to about the 37. Gain of 5. So third down and about 3 coming up here for the Bandits. And one of the Bandits needs to be pushed back. Clock's still running, under 6 minutes left, third quarter. Still 20-16. Bombers took over 6 minutes on their first offensive drive to the third quarter, which ended in a 4th down, an interception in the end zone, thrown by Costa. The 3rd turnover of the night for the Bomber offense. Now their defense trying to make another stop here. They've done a great job stopping the Bandits, forcing 3 punts. 3rd down and 2 here at the 38-yard line. Bandits showing blitz. Bombers showing blitz, excuse me. Free play here. Davis pumps over the middle. Pass is caught. Jesse Round Jr. down to about the 10-yard line. And that's a huge play on 3rd down and 2.
Jesse Round, number 12.
Flag is down. That was, again, it was an offside against the Bombers, so that's a big play for the Bandits on 3rd down and 2. $57-yard pass play. If it's down to the 10, it's actually inside the 10, about the 8-yard line. So officially a 59-yard pass play to Jesse Round Jr. And the Bandits are in business here in the third quarter. 5:16 clock is stopped now. And it's 1st and goal, ball at the 8-yard line. Again, a 59-yard pass play from Davis to Jesse Round Jr. There we go, 1st down and goal. Bandits in similar territory as they were at the end of the half. Davis floating it to the end zone, and the pass is overthrown. Contact, no flags.
Pass is incomplete.
No, not enough contact there to throw a marker. Pass was over the head as well of the intended receiver. Looks like number 4. Maybe number 16. I can't really see. Again, it'll be 2nd down and goal here from the 8-yard line. .453 left in the third quarter. 20-16, the Bombers still lead the Boston Bandits here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. Here from Braintree High School in Braintree, Massachusetts. Good 15 miles outside of Boston. Second goal from the 8-yard line. Receiver in motion. Davis is going to hand it off here. A little miscommunication and breaking off. And he will be wrapped up way back near the 20-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 20 here for the Bandits. And again, that Bomber defense doing an excellent job from containing this Bandit offense. Ball officially back at the 22-yard line. So it's 3rd and goal from the 22. Again, Bandits in similar territory. They had this kind of trouble at the end of the half trying to take the lead heading into the locker room. And the Bomber defense was able to make the stop there. Try to do the same here again as the Bandits face again the 3rd down and goal from the 22-yard line. 4:05 left and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play here for both sides. Bandits trying to retake the lead, but Bomber defense trying to make another big stop here. 3rd and goal from the 22-yard line. Davis steps up. He's going to take off, and he will go down at the 20, so no gain on that run. 4th and goal coming up, and now another decision time here for the Bandits. 4th and goal at the 20-yard line. What do they do here? Go for a field goal? Again, trying to make it a 1-point game like they might have thought about doing at the end of the half, or will they go for it here once again? And the Bandits will take a timeout to talk it over. 3:13 left in the 3rd. We're right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 4th and goal coming up for the Bandits at the 20-yard line. They're going for it. Down by 4 with 3:13 left in the 3rd. Davis throws over the middle. Pass is caught. And once again, the Bomber defense makes the stop. So another 4th down failed conversion here by the Bandits. Bombers offense coming out with a 20-16 lead with 3:08 left in the 3rd. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game here on YouTube and on the live stream. Bomber offense back out there. 1st down. They hand off here to Hirschfield. And Hirschfield gets to about the 10-yard line. So once again, the Bomber defense making the stop. And that's been keeping him alive in this game. They're up by 4 right now. Offense has had 3 turnovers in the last 2 quarters, 2 fumbles, and an interception in the end on their first drive here in the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 4 here. Ball officially at the 10-yard line on the run there by Hirschfield. 2:34 left 3rd quarter. Still 20-16. The Bombers holding on to a 4-point lead. And another handoff here to Hirschfield. Come to the outside. Come back inside. And he will get to the 15-yard line. Looks like he should have enough for a 1st down, and he will. Once again, the run game for the Bombers here on offense doing their job. And Zachariah Bohlufa coming in as Hirschfield will step out here. As you hear someone's car alarm going off here. Now, you know, whoever's the owner of the white sedan left your lights on. 1st down at the 15-yard line. Handoff here. Bohlufa cutting to the outside. And he is wrapped up at the 20, so a gain of 5 there. 2nd and 5 coming up. 1:36 left 3rd quarter. 20-16 is still your score. Bombers on top of the Bandits. Trying to once again extend on their lead. They've had plenty of chances to do so at the end of the half, and of course here to start the 3rd quarter, but they are 0 for 2 to do that thus far. Once again, Bohlufa is in the backfield here on 2nd down and 5 from the 20-yard line. And they get off to the big man. Trying to find something to the outside. Man, try to break off a tackle. Helmet comes off, and Bohlufa goes down to about the 24. And he will be just a yard short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 1 coming up. 3rd down and 1 here for the Bombers. Let's see if the Bandit defense can make yet another stop here. So we are under 1 minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Doesn't look like we're going to have a score here in the 3rd quarter. The biggest play was the Bombers having that end zone interception after taking up more than 6 minutes here in that third quarter. 3rd and 1. Hand off here to Buhalufa. He has the first down and a couple more.
That looks like enough for a first down.
And the Bombers will have a first down at about the 26-yard line. And it looks like the Bombers trying to get one more playoff here. Now, actually, we won't. That is the end of the third quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an action-packed fourth quarter. One more quarter to end the 2025 season. New England Bombers on top of the Boston Bandits, 20-16 after 3. We'll be right back for the fourth and final quarter right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Start of the fourth and final quarter, everybody. The New England Bombers lead the Boston Bandits 20-16 here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. And a second down handoff there to Zachariah Buhalufa, and he'll get inside the 35 down to the 37. It'll be third down, or second down. It'll be second down, excuse me. Bombers continuing to, once again, try and extend on a lead now here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to do it on their first drive in the third quarter. However, on fourth down and 28 at the 30-yard line, Costa threw an end zone interception. Bandits took over. They were able to get everything going on their last drive. Here, handoff here again to Buhalufa. And the Bandit defense wrapping him up about the 38, so only got a gain of 1. And they're going to say it is a first down for the Bombers. So once again, the run game has been the key to the Bomber offense here all night long.
Looks like they're giving him a first down.
Costa does have a touchdown pass, but it has really been the run game that has kept them in this one. Of course, having a 4-point lead. And that will be the run game that they'll look to depend on here to try and chew up as much clock as they can here in the fourth and final quarter, trying to get themselves their first championship in franchise history.
First and 10 to 39.
So first down for the Bombers at the 38. 13 and a half left here in the championship game. Hand off here to Buhalufa. And down to the outside, and he is wrapped up at about the 41-yard line, gain of 3. And another Bandit down, so we will step aside. So after the injury timeout, handoff here to Buhalufa, brushing off tackles. Still going, there goes Buhalufa down the sideline. Breaking off another more tackle, and he is wrapped up down near the 10, and they're going to throw a flag for a face mask. Zachariah Buhalufa, now a second flag flying here after the play. That was a big run there by Zachariah Buhalufa. I believe we're going to get a face mask. You saw Buhalufa kind of flip when he was down by the 10-yard line. But now everybody is backed up inside Bomber territory, so I think the flag is against the Bombers. And that takes away a huge run there by Zachariah Buhalufa. Clock now stopped at 12:44, and it is actually it's offsetting penalties here against both sides. And it looks like there was 2 flags against the Bombers, a hold and a personal foul. And then you had an illegal hands to the face against the Bandits. So
not too good.
A lot of penalties going on here, a lot of flags there. And so take away that big run by Buhalufa. He's down on the sideline. He can't believe it. 20-16, still your score. 12:44 left in the fourth. Trying to figure out all these penalties. Had 3 of them there on the play, 2 of them going against the Bombers. And now the Bombers backing themselves up even more.
Second personal foul. Personal foul is going to go back.
The Bombers shoot themselves in the foot here, once again trying to extend on their lead.
27-yard line.
On their way back at the 27, so they'll take the first 2 penalties were offsetting. It was a hold against the Bombers, a hands to the face against the Bandits. Those offset. After the play, you had the personal foul against the Bombers. That 15-yard penalty was accepted by the Bandits. That's why the ball goes back from the 42 to the 27. And it's second down and 25. 12:25 left in the fourth quarter. Bombers hold on to that 20-16 lead. And there goes that fire truck. Hoping to get a kick off of YouTube. Hand off here to Hirschfield, right up the middle, and only a couple yards. And Costa's calling for an offside here against the Bandits. He's not going to get the foul. The clock will continue to run as we hit the 12-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. We third down in the minivan here for the Bombers. Bandits trying to make a stop here, get their offense the ball back. So third down and 22 at the 28-yard line. Long way to go, and they're going to fake it. And Costa pumps, chucking it down the field. Has a man, the pass is caught! And he goes all the way for the touchdown! Unbelievable! Once again, it's DTB. And the Bombers have extended their lead here in the championship game. They now lead it 26-16. What a play on third down and 22. 72 yards to the house. What a play for the Bomber offense. Once again, look for that kicker, I do believe. The second time the kicker not ready. Oh, there he is, number 43 is there. He is. So he was ready. Just once again, look for extra guys here for the Bombers. And now here come the extra guys. Looks like the Ray Willis, number 80. Trying to make this now an 11-point game here in the fourth quarter. High snap. Kick didn't get down. The kick is no good. That snap did not get down. Time to make it a successful kick. So it's still a 26-16 game with 11:26 left in the fourth. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. On a third down and 22, a 72-yard touchdown to DTB. And for the fifth time, the kickoff goes out of bounds, so the Bandits will start at the 40. And again, third down at 22, 72-yard touchdown. Damon Thomas Beelan, I've been calling him DTB the 2 games I've seen the Bombers this season. And he scored at both of them. Scored the first touchdown here against the Bandits in their August 2nd meeting. Scores the big touchdown here in the fourth quarter of the championship game to make it a 10-point game, excuse me. Wow, 10-score game. Can you imagine that? 11:26 left in the fourth. So now, can the Bomber defense make a huge stop here? They've done that throughout the entire course of this game. And if they can make one more stop here, it was kind of the story of what we thought might happen at the start of the third quarter. What a chance to break this one open. Of course, they had that fumble at the end of the half that gave the Bandits a chance. Now they're down by 10 here in the fourth. Davis hands off here on first down. Big hole up the middle, and they finally clear up that hole. Coop Simmons, number 3, was able to clear up that big hole that was up the middle there on that offensive line. 11:10 left, fourth quarter. Again, this will be a huge stop for the Bomber defense. They made a lot of stops here tonight against this Bandit team. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts, so it's not time yet to panic if you're the Bandits. Just got to get into the end zone in this drive. Second down here, ball at the 39-yard line. Have his hands off here again and cut up the middle. Bigger hole here. And he'll get into Bomber territory down to the 45. Once again, it's Isom. And a flag coming out after the play. And I don't know, it was a punch might have been thrown there. I didn't see it. But that's a killer for the Bandits if it's against them. Bomber sideline pointing the way at Boston, and now the Bandits are backing themselves up here, so it looks like it is a personal foul against Boston. Clock stop with 10:24 left in the fourth, and that will indeed be the call, folks. Personal foul against the Bandits, and that's the killer. It's going to put the ball back at their home 46-yard line. 26-16 is your score. The New England Bombers on top of the Boston Bandits here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. And I mentioned it before. What a story here for the Bombers. 0-10 in 2022 in Maritime Conference Championship play. Maritime Conference play. Went to the championship the next year, lost by just 3.
Looks like first and 10 to 44.
Lost to the first round of the postseason last year, and are now just 10-06 away from a perfect season in a championship game. In a championship here in year number 4. Refs got to discuss something. We will step aside here on YouTube. So they took 30 seconds, put 30 seconds back on the clock. Now it's 10:36 left in the fourth. 26-16, the Bombers still lead the Bandits here in the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game here at Braintree High School in Braintree, Massachusetts. And Davis is going to hand off here, and a short gain to about the 44. And now, see Davis holding his face mask in disbelief for some reason. Not sure why. Once again, folks, if you are new to the program, we already crowned 2 champions last week. Rhode Island Riptide defeated the New London County Silverbacks 28 to nothing, I believe was the final score. And the Windsor Flyers defeated the Haverhill Hitmen 28-14 in the North Atlantic Division Championship game. So we have champions here in 2025 from Rhode Island and Connecticut. And no matter who wins this game tonight, we will have a third champion in a third different state here in New England. So that's what I call quality over quantity, folks. Second down here. Davis steps up. Pressure rolling out. Looking for a man. And he's going to have to take off, and he goes down at the 37-yard line. Then we got third down here for the Bandits, and this is going to be a huge play. Bandits, again, need to score on this drive. They can't afford to give the ball back to the Bombers. Up down by 10 with 9:25 and counting here in the fourth.
Third and long.
So panic mode might be starting to settle in here for the Bandits. Down by 10. Clock continuing to run here. 9:10 left in the fourth. Third down and 12 here at the 30. Should be third down about 10 here from the 37, excuse me. Oh, excuse me, that's about the 42. So it's third down 12 to 42. That's officially what it says on the scoreboard. Bandits need this conversion here. Third down and 12. 4 receivers set here for the Bandits. Davis. Pressure. Pumps over the middle. Pass is caught at the 40-yard line. That's a big third down conversion. Pass caught by Jesse Round Jr. And now the Bandits showing that little hurry up. And again, that was the biggest conversion of the night for the Bandits. 8:27 and counting. First down at the Bomber 40-yard line, excuse me. And now we're going to get a false start here against the Bandits. So again, that was a big third down conversion for Boston. But now they back themselves up 5 yards. They needed that. Pass was caught there by Jesse Round Jr. About a gain of 18 there on third down. Well, back at the 44-yard line. Officially 8:05 and counting here in the fourth. 26-16, the Bombers looking to hold on to this 10-point lead. Earn their first championship in franchise history. First and 15 after the false start. Davis fakes. Steps up, chucking it down the field. Has a man. Pass is caught. Down to the 1-yard line. And it's Jaden Cundiff. But Bandits cheering like it's a touchdown. But they're putting the ball down at the 1-yard line. And another big play for the Bandit offense.
Clock still running.
And now they're using no huddle. 7:20 left. First and goal at the 1, and now a whistle blown. I don't know who called the timeout here. Clock's up with 7:19 in a 26-16 game. And we got a timeout on the field, so we'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. First and goal at the 1-yard line. Officially ball at the 2-yard line. 7:19 left in the fourth. 26-16, and that's going to be a... You see Roy Willis. I believe it's Roy Willis, number 4. Let's check the roster here. Team has Dustin Mays. Dustin Mays, number 4, jumping offside there.
Half the distance. And we'll do that again.
And it'll be first and goal now from the 1-yard line. Clock still stopped with 7:19 left. 26-16. Bombers trying to hold on. Bandits trying to steal this victory here from the Bombers and win the championship in their 30th season. After the offsides, first and goal from the 1-yard line. Davis is in the shotgun here at the 1. And he's going to lose the football. Ball's on the ground. A miscommunication on the handoff. And the Bandits fall on top of it. That is a huge break for Boston. If they had given that ball away, that would have been a dire fumble right here at the goal line. Second and goal now. Under 7 minutes left. Ball's back at about the 4-yard line. That's a 3-yard loss there on first and goal. The second to goal back at the 4-yard line. 6:43 and counting. 26-16, Bombers on top. Davis hands off. And the Bombers. Ball is out again. Still on the ground. Kick back. And the Bandits once again fall on top of it. Cundiff comes away with the ball, but the Bandits are now way back at the 19-yard line. That is back-to-back fumbles by the Bandits here. They had a first and goal at the 1-yard line. And the Bandits call timeout. 6:04 left in the fourth. Right back. You're right here on YouTube. Back-to-back fumbles, and the Bandits have a third and goal at the 18-yard line. Davis, pressure coming, and down he goes. Another huge loss. It's going to be fourth and goal. Sacked there by number 6. That is Jordan Becker. Clock continuing to run under. 5:40 left here in the fourth. Fourth and goal way back at the 33-yard line. So this might be your ball game, folks, here with 5:22 left and counting. Fourth and goal from the 33-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Bombers might be getting ready to hoist that trophy here very soon. And now the Bombers defense will take their first time out with 5 minutes left in the fourth. Fourth and goal from the 33 when we come back. This might be it for the Boston Bandits, down by 10 with 5 minutes left. Fourth and goal from the 33-yard line. They need to get to the end zone on this play. Davis steps up, chucking it deep to the end zone, and the pass is incomplete, out of bounds. Bomber defense makes the stop again. And their offense will come out with a 7-point lead with 4:50 left when we come back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Bombers now with a chance to chew up the rest of this clock. And a handoff here to Hirschland. There goes Hirschland breaking away into Bandit territory, down inside the 40. And a huge run there by Josh Hirschland. Big first down for the Bombers. Down to the 35-yard line. That is about a 38-yard run there. .418 left in the fourth. Bombers holding on to a 26-16 lead. Bandits not using any of their timeouts yet. They still have all three plus the 2-minute warning. And Costa's going to hand off here on the delay to Buhalufa. And Buhalufa breaking off tackles. Spinning away and breaking another tackle. And now he is down inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. And now we're going to get some flags for some extracurriculars here. Clock stopped with 3:39 left. After the run by Buhalufa, the clock is stopped due to the penalty. We have a personal foul here. And if it is against the Bandits here. And it is. To be a personal foul against Boston. That's another first down for the Bombers. And once again, folks, we're getting close to the Bombers completing a perfect season here. Be the second team to finish with a perfect season in the NEFL in 2025. And you hear the tick, tick, boom, cheers coming up from the New England Bomber sideline. They're ready here. They're ready to celebrate here in Braintree.
At 3:30, counting down.
.320 left. First down ball is officially at the 15-yard line. And it is Hirschfield in the backfield here on first down. Hand off here to Hirschfield, and he will go down at the original line of scrimmage.
Hirschfield at the middle, stop on 51. Second down.
And as the thank yous come in on the live stream comments.
No gain.
You know, none of this was even ever supposed to happen, folks.
Clock is ticking.
I had planned last February after our trip to Chicago to move back to New Jersey, to be back with my friends that I've grown up with through high school. This year will make 20 years since me and my best friend Ruben Rios have known each other. And we started our group of friends back in 2009, so it's going on now 16 years. And I thought moving back to New Jersey after 3 years in New England, I thought, you know, things were going to be great in New Jersey. I was going to see my friends again. It would be just like old times. It was most certainly not like old times. I love that. I love my squad. I will forever love my squad. But things were not what I thought they would be. And so, and this is the first time I'm going public with this. After being homeless in New York City back in May through the first week of June, I decided this was not for me. I had to come back to New England. And the first person I reached out to was James DiBenedetto of the Windsor Flyers, Zeki Ahmed of the Rhode Island Raptors. And I didn't reach out to anybody. I was going to do 5 games over 6 weeks for the New England Football League before returning back to New Jersey to work for the League of All Leagues Alliance starting July 26th. Well, things fell through with the LAL. On my end and on their end. Mostly on my end is the handoff here to Buhalufa. He gets inside the 10. So things fell apart. And I decided to move back to New England, and I did. In the middle of June. And my first game back with the New England Football League, which started off technically my 4th season, was with the Windsor Flyers taking on the Middlesex County Longhorns. So we hit the 2-minute warning. And after everything fell through from me trying to go back to New Jersey in the end of July, The decision came to cover the NEFL for a full 4th season. And now here, in the final minutes of the last game of the season, as Buhalufa takes the carry, and he is wrapped up and thrown out about the 10-yard line, maybe the 5. And none of this was ever supposed to happen. I was supposed to be here 5 weeks for the first season, to now being here, covering my 4th full season for the New England Football League, covering my 8th championship, as Buhalufa will hug his guys, as we have reached 142 left in this one. Bombers hugging guys, getting ready to celebrate here. So again, I just want to thank every single one of you for all your support all season long. Thank you to James DeBenedetto for being the guy that made this all start. Thank you to David Dunn, part of the board of directors, for making these live streams possible. Thank you to John Calloway for making these live streams possible. And just thank you all for a memorable 2025 season here in the New England Football League. You know, I didn't think I was going to get emotional, but here we are. Let's wrap this one up, folks. Bombers turn over. Davis throws, short passes, caught. Breaking off a tackle. Here goes number 1. Still going, breaking off another tackle down inside the 35. 1:34 left. Bandits, still have all 3 of their timeouts. You get the catch there made there by Eric Hamlin, officially number 1 for the Bandits. Bandits not using any of their timeouts. 1:22 left. See what you guys did. You got me emotional here in the final minutes. Wasn't expecting this. Davis going up top, and nobody was there for the Bombers. I do apologize for the camera there, folks. Clock stop at 1:06 left. Again, I don't know what you guys believe as far as religion goes, but let me tell you, God always finds a way. No matter what your situation you're in right now, or at any time in your life, God is going to take you out of that situation and put you into a better one. No matter what. Always keep the faith. No matter what's going on. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. And from being homeless in New York back in May, to being here calling my 8th championship in September, in the words of Jamel Brown, this is what God feels like. Thank you all once again for what's been an incredible 2025 season. Davis pumps, throws to the sideline. Pass called by Kevon Davis, and he'll go out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Clock stop, 1 minute left. 26-16, the Bombers still on top. Bombers, and again, I thought maybe I'll get emotional talking about this. Not about myself, but about this Bomber team. And I mentioned it before. 0-10 in 2022. Losing the championship 2 years ago. Losing their first round of the playoffs last year. Greg and Dave Townsend has led this team to a perfect season here in year number 4. And the team's first championship in franchise history. First down at the 49. Davis pumps, throws to the sideline again. Here is Kevon Davis breaking off a tackle, and he'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Clock stop, 51 seconds left. And I didn't mention this all broadcast yet, folks. Don't forget, we're not done yet. We still got 2 more games left. The 2025 New England Football League All-Star Game will have a doubleheader at Manning Field in Lynn, Massachusetts, October 18th. So if you are an All-Star, get out there. We'll have the single A game, at 1 o'clock. Double A will take on Triple A at 3 o'clock. Again, October 18th, Manning Field, Lynn, Massachusetts. That'll technically be the final game of the NEFL season in 2025. Davis pumps, throws. Here's Kevon Davis again. He'll go out of bounds at the 27. 47 seconds left. Once again, congratulations to the Rhode Island Riptide winning their second championship in 3 years. Congratulations to the Windsor Flyers winning their second championship in 3 years. And congratulations, not yet, to the New England Bombers for their first championship in franchise history. And we have a timeout. And I'll take a pause right here on YouTube. 47 seconds left, 26-16. Davis, pressure, and down he goes. Once again, it is Jordan Baker. If I had the last name wrong, I apologize, folks. Final 30 seconds. Bandits trying to do something here. 3rd down and 2 at the 27. Davis to the sideline. Incomplete, intended for Keemon Davis. 14 seconds left. This is it, folks. Your final play right here. It'll be 4th down and 2 at the 27-yard line. Now let's see if the Bandits can get something going here. With 14 seconds left. Right here. Bombers announcer Steven Vieira saying, the Bombers are going to Disney World. And now it says score actually 4th down and 8. Ball is back. There was a loss of 6 on the sack there by Baker. Ball is back at the 33-yard line. So this is your ball game right here, folks. 4th down and 8. "14 seconds left. Davis pumps, go over the middle, pass is dropped. And a flag at the play. The celebration has begun here in Braintree. Clock is stopped with 7 seconds left. And there is the Gatorade bath for Coach Greg Townsend. What a story for the Bombers. The time is up. The game is over. The New England Bombers are the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference champions, defeating the Boston Bandits here tonight by a final score of 26-16. And that puts a wrap on the 2025 New England Football League season. For the New England Bombers, for the Boston Bandits, for the New England Football League, I'm Stephen Err. Thank you for joining us all season long. Stay tuned, folks. We're not done yet. We're going to try and bring you on the pre-recorded broadcast the trophy championship presentation here from the booth. For those on the live stream, stay tuned. We are not done yet. We'll be right back. Champagne shower here for the New England Bombers, your 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference champions. They get the victory over the Boston Bandits, 26-16. Champion trophy presentation coming up in just a minute. And there it is, folks. The New England Bombers are the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference champions. Thank you for joining us all season long. We will see you October 18th from Lynn, Massachusetts. That'll do it for this one. Thanks for tuning out tonight, folks. We'll see you next time.